Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to Sun and Education channel. Friends, today we are going to discuss about the Lev Vygotsky theory. Lev Vygotsky theory. Friends, let's start today's topic. Okay, friends, as per the syllabus prescribed our CTET child development and pedagogy, it is a very important topic, that is socio-cultural theory. That is socio-cultural theory given by Lev Vygotsky. Lev Vygotsky. So Vygotsky theory is very important in CTET or state TET examinations or any other competitive examinations. It's a very important topic. So Lev Vygotsky was born in 1896 in a middle class family. He was born in a middle class family in the year of 1896. He was died in 1934. Who is Vygotsky? Vygotsky is a Soviet. He belongs to Soviet country. He belongs to Soviet country, and he was studied the psychology course, in Moscow University. Moscow University. Very important bit. Moscow University, and he was a historian and socio-cultural psychologist. He was a historian and socio-cultural psychologist. He made experiments on cognitive development. He made so many experiments on cognitive development in order to understand the socio-cultural aspects. He made experiments on cognitive development. More experiments on cognitive development and more research on cognitive development. He belongs to Moscow. Moscow University, and he belongs to Soviet country. Is a very interested researcher in cognitive development. So he is a historian, cognitive developmental psychologist, as well as socio-cultural psychologist. So he made a research on socio-cultural aspects as well as cognitive development. He he stressed more importance of socio-cultural aspects. So he give more importance to socio-cultural aspects. Without knowing the knowledge of the socio-cultural aspects, one may cannot understand the development of an individual. So that's why he stressed that socio-cultural development plays a vital role in cognitive development. In cognitive development, socio-cultural development plays a vital role. Without considering socio-cultural development, one may not understand the individual's development. So that's why we will guess, and we may guess that how the socio-cultural factors influence the human development, or how the socio-cultural factors influence the cognitive development. So that's why he and Piaget both made researches on cognitive development. He stressed the importance of the language also. He stressed more while interacting with other persons, or while interacting with other children. So language plays a vital role. So while interacting with others, language plays a vital role, and he stresses the more importance in order to develop the social development and socio-cultural aspects. Language plays a vital role. He stresses the more importance of the language also. So he conducted more experiments on cognitive development, and he has also conducted more experiments on socio-cultural aspects. So he give more importance to socio-cultural aspects. Without having the knowledge of the socio-cultural aspects, there is no individual development. He stressed more. And also he said that while getting the knowledge from others. When any person or children learn something or skills or concepts, that concepts or skills may be learned through most knowledgeable others. Most knowledgeable others, that is known as MKO, most important bit. MKO, most knowledgeable others. Whenever a person learns something, we will learn some skills or some concepts, whatever it may be, whether it is a skill, whether it is a concept, that we will learn from other persons. So that other persons, who is other person? That is most knowledgeable others. MKO. He used the term MKO. Most knowledgeable others. Most knowledgeable. Most knowledgeable others. So if you want to learn anything, whether it is a concept or skill, so that is most knowledge. We will learn the concept. We will learn the skills, whatever it may be. That is from other persons. That is most knowledgeable others. And he also specified that he classified the developments into two types, namely that is ZPD, ZPD, zonal proximo development, zonal zone of, zone of proximal development. This is also very important bit. ZPD means zone of proximal development, and MKO, most knowledgeable others. And next thing is, second one is scaffolding. Scaffolding. This is also most important concept. ZPD and zone of scaffolding. Scaffolding is nothing but when we are learning anything, when we are acquiring anything, knowledge, whatever the knowledge we are acquiring, whatever the knowledge we are learning, whatever the concept we are learning, whatever the skills we are learning, whatever the skills we are acquiring, we are taking help from other persons, some elders and teachers. Elders, teachers. That means experienced elders and experienced teachers. That is known as scaffolding. Scaffolding is nothing but whenever we are learning anything or any skill or concept, we are learning from the adults, most knowledgeable, or experienced elders and experienced teachers. So that is known as scaffolding. Scaffolding. This is one zone of fragments. So if we want to understand, so this is the diagram is like this, classification. Like this. How ఈ విధంగా నేర్చుకోగలుగుతాను. ఇదేమో దిస్ వన్ టేకింగ్ హెల్ప్. So like this, and that means by self learning and experiential learning, the child or a person may acquire knowledge through most knowledgeable persons, and also they will, after some words, after acquiring some knowledge from the elders, knowledge from the teachers, and they will develop by own they will develop the knowledge. So that's why at that moment the elders or teachers may not give any support after some time. So that is known as fading. Fading. So here, this is the most important concept in CTET or any other competitive examinations in the child development and pedagogy. That is Lev Vygotsky. Vygotsky is a socio-cultural scientist. Vygotsky belongs to Soviet country. He was studied in a Moscow university, and he made a research particularly on the socio-cultural aspects. To understand the cognitive development of an individual, definitely we have to know the socio-cultural aspects of the individual. So without having the knowledge of the socio-cultural systems, the one may cannot develop in the society. So that's why he stressed more importance of the socio-cultural aspects. If we want to understand the cognitive development of an individual, definitely we have to know the socio-cultural aspects. When we are interacting with other people, language plays a vital role. So that's why he stressed more importance of the language also. And he said that most knowledgeable one, the child or the children's, the persons may acquire the knowledge from elders and other persons. That is known as most knowledgeable others. So that is known as and he also classified the developments into two types, namely that is ZPD, zone of proximal development, and scaffolding, zone of proximal development, and this one is also fading. These three concepts are very very important in this theory. Particularly, he gives more importance to socio-cultural aspects. So when we want to know the knowledge of the cognitive development of an individual, definitely these two concepts are very very socio-cultural aspects, and he focused the human development or cognitive development by using socio-cultural aspects. So that's why in the examination, if any examiner asks the questions like CDP, ZPD, zone of proximal density, and MKO, most knowledgeable ones, and scaffolding. Scaffolding is nothing but the when a children acquiring any skill or theory or concepts, whatever it may be, they will take the support of the elders, knowledgeable elders or knowledgeable teachers. That is known as scaffolding. ZPD means zone of proximal development. So zone of proximal, by birth they have some knowledge, cognitive development of the child. Generally they have some knowledge, but by that knowledge they will use the knowledge of the teachers and elders, and they will develop by developing the socio-cultural aspects. So that's why that is known as ZPD. That zone is known as ZPD. So finally, individually, whether I will learn or not, the child may think by himself. So whether I will develop or not, like that also. That is also, these are the zones of development. So after some time, after giving more knowledge and more skills, from the particular I mean teachers or elders, most knowledgeable ones. After some time, they may not give any support, and they sometimes they will give whether they are having any doubts. Sometimes they will clarify, but after some time they will have that kind of maturation. They are already developed. Already they are having some inner abilities, so they will develop that inner abilities by using the knowledge of the most knowledgeable one, most knowledgeable others. So that's why these are the important aspects in this. Vygotsky, Lev Vygotsky, socio-cultural theory. These three concepts are very ZPD, scaffolding, fading, and most knowledgeable one. So these are the important concept in the Lev Vygotsky theory. Okay, friends, this is a very important aspect in CTET. Definitely, there will be one or two questions in this particular Vygotsky theory. So please note this, all these points, very important points. Okay, friends, please subscribe our channel and comment and share our channel. Yours, Dr. Ravinder Siga. Okay, friends, thank you.